Right, so one question we got asked is, does a Gazelle punch exist in Yiquan or Xingyi? It's a good question because a Gazelle punch is a really unusual punch from Western boxing, which is, well, it was made famous by Joe Frazier. It's been used by Mike Tyson, it's been used by Floyd Patterson, tends to be used by more aggressive puncher type boxers. That occurs when fighters are out of range and they want to get range, so Neil can jab there, okay. For me to come in now, of course I can do bobbing and weaving and he starts hitting, and I move here and I'm looking for an opening. If I want to bridge that gap quickly and do a somewhat daring move, I can come through here with a left hook, or Neil throws the jab and I slip here, bang, body shot, left hook. The thing about this punch is, we say leaping, it's not. Leaping in here, both feet are leaving the ground and moving forward. So, not to a great distance off the ground, but there's enough. It's almost a shuffle, but both feet are off the ground. So you're getting that power, bang, and momentum as the body's coming up and traveling back down. Now, with Xingyiquan, normally we keep both feet on the ground at all times. So this would be an unusual occurrence. However, because we learn to use our hip and we can hit as we sink, or we can rise on a hit, or we can do both, there's a point when the whole body can come up and back down, but we need to keep our center, particularly focused on our dantian. One of the ways we can do that is to focus on the knees. So when the body goes up, the knees are pushing up at the same time, and that's bringing us back down to the ground. So for example, here. Okay? Now, for a left hook, which is a common knockout punch in boxing, in our system we would call that sideward power. Okay, so the closest you probably have to look at a punch might be a horse, okay, which looks a bit more like a jab, but it's got a curvature to it at the same time. Now, to make that more similar to a left hook, we'd need to have more sideward directional force here. So, if I'm here, that would mean I want my body traveling in a direction that's going to take you over that way. So, to achieve that would be by footwork, by stepping. So I'm still using straight lines, but if you just put your hands up for me, right? I'm still using a straight line, but to get that curvature of a hook or an angle, I need to step here. Okay? So that's a straight line. Focusing on my hand, my elbow, and my foot, and the step being synchronized, comes to here. Okay? Still a straight line, but my body's facing in that direction. Okay? What I'm not doing is this. I'm not coming around like this. I'm just stepping into that direction. So getting a similar feeling to a hook. To then be able to do that with the body off the ground and traveling, one, it needs to be fast. We need to focus on keeping the center, and we need to focus on the knees pushing up. And that would be something like, so it's not quite the boxing Gazelle boom in here, or sometimes they do it more, so watch where I'm stepping, yeah. Sometimes they'll do it more as a sort of pivot switch, change to here to set up a right hand, okay? But you've got the same force direction, but it's just my body's there, and then I can do what I want, okay? Gazelle punch.